Right. So, this is Genesis Alpha 1. It is a roguelite, a first-person shooter roguelite about a bunch of clones on a spaceship. It's still really loud. About a bunch of clones on a spaceship trying to settle a new human colony out in space, and it's very inspired by Aliens / 2001: A Space Odyssey with a little bit of Starship Troopers in there as well. It's a very retro 70s sci-fi kind of aesthetic, and it's quite difficult, and it's quite grim, and it's quite fun as well. So yeah. New mission. Our corporation. We can pick a corporation, decide the amount of resources, weapons, and module schemes you start with. Select your corporation. We have whoa. Yeah, I don't want to do the tutorial. I already did that once. We can have general ballistics. Just gives us 16 modules, 23 resources, crew artifacts, the leading firearms corporation. That one's locked still. You unlock some of these by playing the game. Superior genetics. Fewer artifacts and stuff. Leading company in cloning technology. And Rocket Star. American space engineering startup that focuses fast results and early profit. Supported by 4 unique firearms. Interesting. Let's try a Stahl Union as well. Traditional steel powerhouse led by a German family convicted of illegal arms dealership. The corporation's new focus is spacecraft. Start with a lot of resources with those guys. I'm gonna go for these guys. Rocket Star. Your crew. Right. So this is the first time I'm doing this configuration here, because when you do this tutorial, you don't actually go through all of this. Now, at the moment, I believe all I can pick is humans. I haven't unlocked some of the other alien species we can use as well, like the crawl or the mantids. I haven't unlocked them yet. I'm not sure how you unlock them. Oh, to unlock the species, you complete a genesis with at least half of the crew belonging to the species. Okay, right. So at the minute, all I have access to is humans. So, like, whatever. And artifacts. Do we have any artifacts available? We do. We have the CR-3P, a light combat robot designed to operate even in tight spaces. Very useful. And you'll see why later. The pistol. And that's kind of it, really. So I guess we'll take both of those. Galaxy setup. We have a seed. We can customize all this stuff. We've got suns, hazards, ship resources, weapon resources, power resources, plants, artifacts, rogue ships, merchants, Genesis tier, reactor limit. Number of reactors you can build. Oh, okay. Tier level of your clones needed to initiate a Genesis. Okay. This could significantly impact difficulty in playtime. Okay. I'm going to leave all this alone, I think, honestly. Going to leave it alone. Cancel, escape. There we go. And now just start the mission.
They always reached out for the stars.
Okay, now it's really quiet.
Conquer them, like they conquered Earth. And so they tried. And they failed. And in the end,
At least we've got subtitles. Apologies, folks. The game's audio, it seems to be all over the place.
inventors, engineers, pioneers. What an achievement. Humans. What a glorious species. But they also had developed some problems. Nothing serious, but still noticeable for some of them. And also for their planet. Resources began to fade. Natural biosphere was damaged. Pollution hit those penned up in the big cities. Earth became too small for them. Then their inventors created another miracle. The hyperdrive. Now they could reach not only Venus or Mars, but Messier, Andromeda, and even Alpha 1. A galaxy of suns and beautiful planets. A galaxy full of life. A place they could conquer next. Alliances of their greatest, most innovative corporations were forged, and Project Genesis was born. Large starships, arcs full of humans, were sent to Alpha 1. Their task? Finding new planets, new homes for their genetic treasures. A new Genesis for humankind. Only their bravest, most tenacious commanders were chosen to lead these starships into the unknown. And you are one of them.
Hey.
Welcome to the shipbuilding interface. Here you build and upgrade our ship.
Right. So, first we're going to build our ship, which is currently the USS Genesis, but I believe I can rename it somehow. Not just yet, but I can later. This game looked really good, but the reviews said otherwise. Fuck the reviews. This game is awesome. Right. So here's the bridge. Obviously, we have to start with that. But also, we need to add other stuff. So if we go, let's see. Now, there's a real art to planning out an optimally laid out spaceship in this. An art that I have yet to master. Totally. I will build a completely inefficient monstrosity, I'm quite sure. But I suppose I expect if you want to do really well at this game, you really need to master building a good layout for your ship. But well,
the corridor connects modules.
First we want a corridor.
Make sure you balance the ship's
Bunch of corridor bits.
security and efficiency.
It's probably enough. And we want resources. Oh, there's a bunch of extra stuff available here that I didn't have last time I played this. Okay, so we need a biotank for storing biomass.
Will be stored here. Make sure we always have enough
Which
biomass
goes
in
there.
stock and biomass
We might need
tanks
another one of them later, but I don't need to worry about it now.
basic material for every cloning
We will need a hangar. But I'm going to worry about that later. The hangar's probably going to go at the back somewhere, so... Or will it? Actually, yeah, it probably will, because the hangar needs to be a little bit isolated. And because it's a way that aliens can get into your ship, so I need it to sort of... There needs to be kind of a bit of a choke point around the hangar to reduce that a little. We're building a space Hulk. Not quite. Deposits. Right, yes, where raw materials go. Hangar, refinery. Need to refine new raw materials. We will need one of them. Storage is also fairly necessary. Tractor beam. That is absolutely necessary. We would definitely need a tractor beam. That will also need to be isolated slightly via some sort of choke point, though. For now, let's get some storage. And a deposit. There we go, like that.
From the hangar will be moved here by carrier robots. Make sure that we always have enough deposit space available. Otherwise,
Now, where's our...
carrier robots will leave farmed raw materials in the hangar.
No.
Further harvesting will not be possible.
I'm wondering, like, where are my resources I'm using up here right now is the thing. Oh, I seem to be at the side there. Only got 4 framework left. That's not good. Interesting. Crew. Cantina. Don't need to worry about that. Greenhouse. We do need. The greenhouse is probably the most vital thing of the lot. Because you need that to breathe!
There is no technology known to us that can effectively store.
There you
or
go.
even
Yeah.
provide a vital
It's the only way we get oxygen. It's very important.
Different life forms also demand different biosphere components to survive on this ship. To compose a certain biosphere, we need special plants.
Okay.
Superior genetics cloning technology.
See, we need a reactor. Do you know what? I think we're going to have to get rid of a bunch of these corridor bits, I think.
Plants at all costs.
If I can. Yeah, hold X to destruct. Let's see. Greenhouse. Don't know, maybe put it there. I feel like I don't have nearly enough resources to get this done. This is very odd. The main thing I suppose we're going to need, though, is a tractor beam. That's a must. If we get nothing else, we need a tractor beam. So,
materials will be directly moved to the ship's storage.
This place is going to have a weird layout. For now. But it might just have to do... Oh, no, but that's not... Okay, corridors just take energy. They don't take anything else, so I can dump a couple of those down there. Gonna need an access thing here.
Make sure that you always have enough access points in mind when designing the ship.
That can go there. And then resources. Tractor beam can go here. Right, how are we doing for... We've got 4 framework left. Okay. So we've got storage, we've got deposit, we've got a bio thing, a bio tank, and we've got a greenhouse. The clone lab is something we will quite desperately need as soon as possible, but we can't have it right now. What can we still have? Not a lot, I suspect. Yeah, that seems to be kind of it. Well, it'll have to do for now. Our wonky, lopsided spaceship will have to do. But that's fine. Okay, right. Okay. Toggle view. Ah, right. So this is what it looks like without the overlay on it. And that's just the overlay.
The Alpha Quadrant is full of shipwrecks. Our tractor beam module is a fast way to acquire already refined materials.
RF select level. Ah, yes, it has levels. You can go up and down 3 levels in addition to the basic one. So we could build a tall spaceship as opposed to a long one if we wanted to. Something probably worth experimenting with, actually, because you can get aliens that infest your ship, essentially. Because you get aliens that are sort of like less like, you know, aggressively like nasty, like they, you know, intelligent aliens. You also get sort of like animal aliens that you pick up from planets and end up getting onto your ship. And then they infest the sort of ducts and stuff underneath the deck, and they can cause problems because they breed down there. You see, you have to go exterminate them. And they spread throughout your ship via the sort of the ventilation shafts and stuff underneath the decks, basically. Now, I've not experimented with this, but I wonder what effect building a tall spaceship with turbo lifts would have on that, as opposed to doing it the traditional way like this. It's something worth experimenting with. Should be interesting. Oh, we need a crew quarter. Ah. Bollocks. Right. How am I going to afford that? I guess if we don't have a cloning lab, I suppose we don't need a biotank right now either. So maybe that's what has to happen right now. So if we just stick some corridor like that, that will allow us to build the crew quarters.
Each crew member needs a slot in one of these modules.
There we go.
If a crew member is sick or feels bad, you can most likely find them here.
Okay, I think that's the bare minimum we can get away with for now. So like the little cute things from KOTOR? Sort of, but no, my sweet summer child, no. Right. That's us done here, I think. So, initial build overview. Storage 2 out of 20. Crew cabin 4 out of 5. Remaining resources 0. Crew without cabin 0. Very good. Rename ship. We should call it the USS... Ideas? Lopsided. I'm going to call it the USS Catastrophe, because that's what it's going to be. Okay, start game.
New captain promoted.
Okay, so here we are on the bridge of our ship. If there was a merchant range, I could trade with that. I can use these to scan stuff. I don't know what the heck these are, honestly. Actually, no, these are robots. These are little robots for hauling resources around. That's what those are. This is a weapons rack. We have a Kugelblitz, whatever that is. We have a... What do we have right now? I've got... Right, this laser pistol thing, which has unlimited ammo, which is nice. Because ammo is a thing in this game. Like, it's a serious thing with a capital T. Ammo is important. Light assault rifle. And then we have whatever that is. Doesn't seem to want to let me pick it up, actually, which is a bit weird. It looks like some sort of shotgun, but it won't let me grab it. Kugelblitz. What? I have no idea what this gun does. I have no idea whatsoever what this gun does, aside from shoot green glowy orb things.
Access granted.
Very odd. Oh, they do explode eventually, it seems.
Access granted.
Maybe it's like a proximity thing. It has a radiation symbol on its ammo counter too, which is interesting. I think I'll have a light assault rifle. Oh, and I've already got this equipped. Yeah, this is clearly a shotgun. Yeah, it's a shotgun. So we got 1 and 2. Shotgun and assault rifle. I can live with that. I can live with that. I mean, I might switch back to the laser pistol at some point because it is just useful because it has unlimited ammo, but hey ho, whatever. Right, anyway. So, here's storage. So all of this corresponds to the layout we gave it in the shipbuilder, which we can access at any time, by the way.
Build and upgrade our ship.
We can make modifications to our ship whenever we like. Now, there's a middle mouse button for flashlight. We're going to need that. It gets a bit dark in the ship from time to time. Now, I believe I put an access thing down here, didn't I, somewhere? Yeah, here we go. So this is how we get into the air ducts underneath.
Survival guide updated.
which is important. So are these little electrical power node things. So basically every module you build in your ship has an underneath layer, which is important. This is the tractor beam bit. Now we use this to basically suck up space debris, like a vacuum cleaner, and then we harvest the resources we get from sucking up the space debris to build more crap on our ship, basically, is the way that works. Yeah. And these don't lead anywhere currently because we've not built anything there yet. Is it like a horror game? It's not really a horror game, but it is creepy in ways.
Survival guide updated.
It has that 2001 Space Odyssey / Alien kind of 1970s creepy horror vibe. Creepy sci-fi horror vibe, I guess. Hello, Craig. We can rename you. Not sure I can be asked to, though. Unassign crew. Yeah, so basically in each of these rooms, each of these modules, stuff happens. Like in here, we manage the plants, and the plants create oxygen, which allow us to breathe. In the tractor beam, we can, suck up space debris. In the bridge, we scan stuff. And in order for all of these things to occur, without me directly going over to a computer monitor and holding the E button, we have to assign crew, our clone crew, to the various locations. Now, we've already got this person here. Who's this? Gurin. She's already by default assigned to the greenhouse here, because otherwise we wouldn't have any oxygen to breathe. But aside from that, we need to assign people manually. We have a look at the planters. We've got 3 ferns in there currently. And then a couple of empty planters. I don't think I've got any... No, I don't have any plants in storage right now, so we can't plant anything new, but that's totes a thing. If we go to the top screen here, we can see a general overview, wherever we are in the ship, of our resources and stuff. We've got 2 robots out of a possible total of 8. 4 crew out of a total of 5. And on the weapon rack, we have 2 turrets, 2 energy barriers, and bullet shells, grenades, etc. And then we can assign crew from this screen as well. So, right, we're not going anywhere currently. We haven't really begun our journey, so we're safe for the moment. I can take this opportunity to walk around and show you the ship, such as it is, without worrying too much. Because when things get started, they can frequently get a little hectic. It must be said. So this is the tractor beam. And we can see from here all the stuff that's in the same system as us currently. We got 4 planets, planetoids. Sinar, Venvinis, Tyvanar, Hardiar, and then 3 loads of debris. Now, there's nothing we can really do with planets right now because we don't have a hangar with a shuttle in it, which will allow us to go down to planets to collect resources. So right now, we're just going to suck up space debris. And currently we don't know what's in this space debris, so we're going to need to go to the bridge and scan it. For now, though, I'm going to assign a crew member, Richard, to this place, to the tractor beam. So he can do tractor beam stuff while I'm not directly there involved. And I'm going to assign somebody here to the bridge as well. Craig can work on the bridge. And in the meantime, I'm going to use this to speed up the scanning process. Ah, he's arrived. Hello. Sorry, I'm on your way. Right, he's doing the thing. And now that he's working on that, you can see the scan is going up by itself. Not as fast as if we do it, but it is happening. So I tell you what, let's go to the bridge computer. Show you a few bits and things like that. This game is genuinely like a better Aliens game than Aliens Colonial Marines could have ever hoped to be. It's kind of awesome. So this is where we are currently. This is the galaxy map of sorts. There's a merchant that way apparently. And we travel like a grid square at a time. And a lot of this is empty space with nothing in it, and then you've got sort of various solar systems and stuff. We're currently in this one, USS Catastrophe, here in this particular system, which I can click on and we can have a look at it, just like we can in the tractor beam room. And this one's got 11 cables in it, that one. This has got 6 batteries, and this has got 8 framework. I really do need framework, it's awfully important, so I'm probably going to start tractor beaming that first. So this one here, and we are beaming debris on board. Because we've got who was it working in here? Richard is working in here. So that is doing it by itself. Real Life Wizard, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome aboard. Transmissions. Check your PDA for intercepted transmissions regularly. Shipbuilding. Yeah, okay, I know all this already, it's fine. But yes, we can get our PDA up with T, which has stuff like a mission overview. No Genesis candidate found yet. Search the galaxy to find an appropriate planet to be settled by your crew. Captain stats. Or Captain Rusak at the moment. And any alien abilities or suit upgrades you have will be displayed there. I'm just going to come out of this now. Okay, we're good. Now, when you tractor debris inside, sometimes a little alien gribbly thing comes with it, in which case you need to shoot it immediately before it scuttles off into the rest of the ship to start laying eggs. So you've got to be careful and watch this as it's happening, but yeah. Transmission site locations, hyperdrive. Transmission points to the location of a new shipbuilding blueprint. Okay. Right. Survival guide. This is all basic sort of tutorial style info you get in these. And then we can change the ship coloring and ship name if we want to. And there's a tutorial bit there too. Now then. How is the audio, folks?
Resources collected.
Okay, good. Still no alien gribblies. It's a little on the quiet side. See, I'm wary because I know it can get quite loud later. When combat and shit starts. But I'll bump it up just for a little bit now. The difference between 10 audio and 20 audio seems quite large in my ears, but I can't really do just voices, I don't think, no. Because music, sound effects, and voices are already all at 100. But I've turned master down, so yeah. Voices are not important, really, because the only voices in the game are the occasional shipboard AI saying stuff like "debris scanned" or stuff like that. It doesn't matter. It's immaterial. There's no real dialogue in this game.
Resource beaming complete. Resource
There it is. Ah! Get away from me, little. Ah! Did you get it? Is it dead? Okay, it's dead. Now, we don't have a biotank, so we can't gather that genetic material, unfortunately. But hopefully we can build one with the debris and stuff that we're collecting here. jumping out the airlock. Funny thing is, we don't really have an airlock. I think I'm going to switch the shotgun, perhaps.
Resource beaming complete.
There we go. Any Gribblies?
Resources collected.
No. You would have noticed there, by the way, when the enemies did pop up, we get an alien-style motion tracker at the bottom, which is it's so fun, so cool. You have the genuine like moment from Alien/Aliens where you're crawling along in an air duct and you can't see the alien, and the motion tracker is going beep 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 as it gets closer. It's such good shit. It's like I can see it on the radar thing, but I can't see it in front of me. Ah, it's wonderful. Should nearly be done with another round of it. I could go over to a computer and speed this up, but I don't mind because it allows me an opportunity to look at the chat and talk to you folks. So I'm okay with it taking a bit longer. It's all right.
Resource acquired.
Jolly good. Could actually, we go here. Gordon, I'm going to assign you and Richard to the tractor beam here, because if there's two people assigned here, it will go a bit faster. So Gordon should be emerging from this door any second now. Right on cue. Install what module upgrade kit workstation? Yeah, you can install like upgrades. I've never found any though to actually be able to install. So. And no Gribblies, good. So, how are we looking for resources right now then? We've got 8 framework. That's good. Okay. That allows us to build a few things, like a biotank, for example. I think I'm going to build the biotank over here. Defense. A workshop would be really good. Corridor.
This is a workshop module. Here in our
But we are really going to need a
framework
clone lab,
phase,
admittedly,
new
so...
clones can be created and added to the crew. Thanks to superior
We're
genetic
watching
advanced
you.
technology, we are also able to combine human DNA...
Funky, thank you very much for the 2 months of subbage.
This feature gives us the amazing option to create perfectly specialized beings
Okay,
for
is
the
that...
Genesis.
Yeah, back down to 2 framework, okay. So we have now... Have we finished tractoring that in? I think we have, good. Alright. So we've now added to our ship, our very, very oddly shaped ship, a clone lab. Now, we can use this place basically to make new crew members, is the general idea. Creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. We use this to manufacture new crew members, basically. That's how this works. And you need to do that, you need biomass, which is stored in the biotank here. Now then, there was something about a turret in
Access granted.
the weapon rack. Energy barriers, okay, and turret. We've got a turret, alright. Turrets are useful. Turrets are useful. If you've watched Aliens, this will seem jolly familiar. But the best place to set this up is probably going to be down here in this bit here. There we go.
Weapons activated.
It's a machine gun turret with an ammo counter on the side. 600 bullets in it currently. and that will shoot any Gribblies by itself. And since the tractor beam here is kind of stuck in this dead end, and the only way out is via this choke point, that's why I'm sticking the turret in the choke point. Because my first ship largely failed miserably because I didn't think very carefully when I was laying it out, and I ended up with way too many ways for aliens to get in. When we build a hangar, I will probably build the hangar this way, adjoining on this way from the tractor beam, because the hangar's also another way in. So if we've got all the way-ins, all the ways in, coming from one direction that have to go through this one tight corridor, that hopefully will keep infestations largely under control. It's my thinking anyway. Problem is, every time I think in this game I think I've got it sorted and I've been very clever, the aliens bloody outsmart me, so we'll see, eh? Yeah, there is a kind of almost tower defense element, yeah. Now then, start beaming this on board. Speed the process up somewhat. Gribblies? Any Gribblies?
Resource acquired.
No, good.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected.
This is how speeding things up on computers works, IRL, guys. You just walk over to the computer and you start pressing buttons at random, and then it just goes faster. That is definitely how it works.
Resource beaming complete.
Now, the clones do have pistols, I think.
Resources collected.
So they can kind of defend themselves a little bit, but they're pretty dumb, unfortunately. They even when aliens are attacking, they have a tendency to just carry on doing what they're doing and ignore the imminent threat to their lives. This game is still early access. What the fuck? Something laid eggs here.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
Oh my god! See, I told you they fucking outsmart you. This is why it's good to have the pistol, because it has unlimited ammo.
Access granted.
I'm gonna switch this for the pistol.
Resources collected.
I'm gonna have to go sweep through here and check they haven't laid eggs anywhere else. Okay, I think we're probably good.
Resource acquired.
Okay, I think we're okay, possibly for now. I don't know how they laid those. Maybe they appeared after the things were killed. I don't know how that... I'm not totally clear on the sort of general mechanics of how the aliens infest the ship. And I think it changes depending on which species of alien it is as well, because there's different kinds of aliens.
Resources collected.
Because it might actually come from their corpses or something. I don't really know. I've noticed that some of them are worse than others. Like there's a weird sort of squid octopus like alien thing, which is just fucking impossible to eradicate. They multiply incredibly quickly.
Resource beaming complete.
See, look.
Resource acquired.
Whoop! Maybe it's like an airborne thing that comes through when you beam the stuff in. Like, you get the actual Gribblies themselves come in, but maybe all this shit is, like, transmitted in an airborne fashion.
Resource beaming complete.
Who freaking knows? They're aliens!
Resources collected.
Maybe they release spores or something, you know what I mean? Like orcs in 40k. Check the vents. Probably a good idea. I can hear something. Yep.
Resource acquired.
The air from the void of space you're tractoring in spaceship parts from? Well, obviously when it gets into an atmosphere, then that's when it kind of occurs, right? The little creatures, they stick around in debris of destroyed starships. And then they get sucked on board to another starship, and then that's how they reproduce. But most of these aliens, like, you find them on planets as well, so... Presumably, they're from the debris of other ships that got infested with them and were destroyed as a result. And that's the debris we're tractoring in right now. Okay, this has got batteries.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected.
What's interesting to me is actually that I've started with different weapons. This time, because the first time I played this, I had access to a laser rifle thing.
Resource acquired.
But I didn't have access to a shotgun or an assault rifle. Or that other weird thing. So depending on which corporation we start with, it seems to change your starting equipment.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected.
There's obviously a fair bit of replay value to this. As you'd expect from this kind of game. Whoop. Because this particular, I think I encountered this particular species of alien on my first playthrough, but I didn't necessarily encounter the incredibly fast-spreading, eggy stuff. This is new to me. I mean, doesn't seem to be any right now, but I didn't have this problem last time. I had an alien squid problem instead. I'm gonna need to stock up on ammo again.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
Jolly good. I think that's that debris scanned. Ah, and our man in the bridge has scanned all the plants as well. We got glubra, which is a type of plant on this one, as well as some iron. This one's got some iron on it and some sulfur. This has got iron, sulfur, uranium, and a site. This has got fungus and lithium and a site. Okay. So, I don't know if I can afford it. I don't think I've got enough framework, but let's see if we can get a hangar. No, we can't. We need 10 framework for a hangar. Well, for now, I think all we can probably do is travel to another system and try and harvest more framework. And then maybe we can come back here and check out these planets if we want to. So, to do that, we need to go back to the bridge. Let's see. This has got 6 planets that have apparently been explored. Let's go here.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
Whee! That looks like that would feel horrific. So in this place we've got debris with some framework. That's what we want. If we harvest all of that, I can build a hangar. Yes, nausea, migraines, a bit of vomiting. The works, really. Yes, I like the ASCII text. It's both a nod to the era of sci-fi we're working with here, and also it reminds me of Dwarf Fortress as well, so it's got that going for it. Okay, what's... No free space and storage. We need to build a new storage. Can we actually do that? We can. So, new storage. There. Will that have cost us framework to do that? Yeah, we'll have done. Okay, that's annoying, but it had to be done, I guess.
Resource being complete. Resource acquired.
Good. Got to spend framework to get framework. Yep. Jolly good. We've got a biotank now, so I can collect that. Clone sample, biomass, etc. That was a bit of mantis DNA we found there. Cursory scan around to make sure there's no alien eggs laid anywhere.
Resource being complete. Resource acquired.
Can you train like soldiers in this game? I don't think so, but I'm still fairly new to this game.
Resources collected.
So I've not really messed around with the full extent of it so far, and also it's still early access, so it's not, strictly speaking, finished yet. But it's one of those nice early access games that is actually, it's got plenty of playable stuff there. So it's still worth buying at this point, I would say, but
Resource
you know how it be.
Resource being complete. Resources collected.
Ooh, let me grab that. It's a bit more mantis clone sample. Good.
watching you, scum.
Alta 45, thank you very much for 7 months of subbage. There might be some sort of, like, in the future, like a barracks module, which will allow you to train Marines out of your clones. Actual clone troopers. No, that's funny. But you might be able to do that in future and have them patrol around your ship. Because there are intelligent aliens in the game which can board your ship and try and take it over. And that's how my previous run ended. I got boarded by some nasty aliens and they killed all of my crew, and that was game over, basically. My crew did a really bad job of fighting back, honestly, because they're not really Marines, and they have crappy guns. So.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
It is what it is. Right, okay, we've got our framework now. Can I build a hangar? No, I'm 1 framework short. Unbelievable. Oh well. You know, funny thing is, right now there's nothing in the deposit. I'm tempted to just delete the fucking thing. Although they'll only get me... Actually, they will get me some framework, I think, if I destruct it. So, for now... Goodbye! Hello, hangar. Right. Is there anything else we want here right now? You know what? We probably want gunpowder. Since most of my weapons seem to be gunpowder based right now, rather than energy weapons. So let's get some gunpowder, and then we're going to go back to the system we were just in, and we're going to have a butchers at them planets down there. Going to have a little look in them, see what we can find. It's a game built around building space stations. No, it's a spaceship. We are going places. Our destination is to hopefully find a planet that we can settle a new colony on. But we have to get there first. Building our spaceship and upgrading it as we go.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
No aliens? No, it's good. Let's have a look at the hangar. So this is the hangar. It's kind of dark in here, actually. This is the hangar. It's got our shuttle in it, as well as the depths of space. It's got our hangar, our shuttle in it, which we use to travel to the surface of planets with or without crew members. We can actually send crew members off to go and do planet exploration by themselves, and we can stay on the ship while they do that if we want to.
Resources collected.
Gribblies? No, good. But yes, this is going to be very, very useful. This is very, very important that we have this. In fact, we've probably got enough biomass to go make it a clone at this point, so I'm going to go and do that. Let's see. Oh, by the way, all this out here does change depending on where we are. Go to a different system, the skies outside the greenhouse will change, and uh-oh. I think we might have a small infestation. Okay, did you guys take care of it? I think they took care of it. I see dead, splattered aliens.
This is not why we came
Okay. Guys, there's alien goo everywhere.
Resource beaming complete. Resources
Oh
collected.
god. Genetic crap. We like genetic crap. Oh! And these guys are nuts. I thought the squid octopus aliens were bad, but these guys, man. Talk about difficult to eradicate.
Resource being resource acquired.
Flippin' heck. Probably should check the. Well, the thing is, this weird alien goo is luckily kind of noisy, so if I just walk around, I should be able to hear it. That seems to be a quirk of this particular breed of space goo. It's quite noisy. That's not always universally the case.
Resources collected.
So I can't hear it anywhere. This is the crew quarters, by the way. With these incredibly narrow, uncomfortable looking bunks, by the way. I'm not a fan, I must say. Although there's movie posters. To the last man. Reminds me of going on caravan holidays when I was a kid. It's that level of cramped. Oh, they're tribbles. Tribbles would be less of a problem to deal with than some of these aliens, frankly. Bloody hell. See, thing is, I don't actually know if this is related to those little gribblies that are coming on board, you know. This could be a completely separate thing. Oh god, sorry. Whatever this stuff is, it's getting bloody everywhere. Space fungus. Blech. I think we finished beaming now, so good. There's some more gunpowder there, but fuck it, don't really care. There's 2 planets here though. So we got, both have got a site. It's got iron and sulfur. This has got sulfur and uranium. Let's try this one first. So we got to launch from Hangar, basically. Well, the one thing I was going to do was I was going to try and make a new clone, wasn't I? That's what I was going to do. So let me first go to the bridge and get some ammo. There we go. And
We're watching you, scum.
Thanks for 2 years of subbage, Queen. Appreciate it. Nice Skyrim game. Very funny. Now then. To the clone lab. To the clone lab. What a sentence. Right, biotanks that way, clone labs this way. Okay. So there's a mantis. We don't have enough DNA samples to make one of these guys, though. However, making alien clones is more complicated than you might think, because if you look down here, they don't consume oxygen. They consume whatever HCI is. Humans consume O2. These guys consume that, which means that you have to set up a separate biosphere-producing thing in order to support these guys living on your ship. So, yeah, not all aliens breathe oxygen. In fact, pretty sure only humans do. And we don't have enough biomass, as it turns out, to make another human anyway, so never mind. Okay. Now then, do we have anybody here we don't need right now? In fact, you guys that we're on the...
Job assigned.
We'll assign you, because we don't need 2 guys in the tractor beam right now. So, what up, Richard? We're going on a space adventure, my friend. Raw materials harvested on planets require an empty space and a deposit in order to be unloaded by carrier robots. Yeah, see, this is the thing. We can go to a planet and get stuff, but we don't have a deposit right now to actually store things in, which is awkward. But whatever, we'll do it anyway. Fuck it, we'll do it anyway. So we want to go to... Let's go here, because it's got iron.
Harvester destination set.
Okay.
Launch sequence activated. 8, 7.
Get on board, my dude.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
You ready, Richard? We have arrived. Okay. That's got a searchlight on the top with a gun attached, which can help defend the harvester from attacking alien things. Now that is a crashed satellite of some sort, and we've got aliens incoming. Now Richard is going to dutifully harvest some resources all by himself.
Accessing archives.
Ooh, look. I think that must be that other
20%.
planet.
40%. 60%.
Uh-oh.
80%. All phases complete.
Okay, we've gathered that, whatever that was. See, from scanning sites, you sometimes get like blueprints for items and that sort of thing. So, gosh, yeah, look at these mushrooms. We've actually landed on the planet Morrowind, everyone. Ah, biomass. Give me that biomass. Joe, I'm not that impressed with the shotgun while we're outdoors, you know. Let's gather that. I'm gonna let Richard work on the gathering resources, and I will worry about killing the things. Let's see. Let's have this instead. Shit. Okay. What is that? Oh, it's just a... So there's a limit to where we can go. If you leave the harvester shield, the hostile environment will kill us. I think Richard's still with us somewhere. There he is. He's off to collect more stuff. He is collecting some iron, I think. Die, you alien scum.
New clone research unlocked.
Way, Mantis 1. Rather average values, close to humans, apparently. Ooh, that's a lot of incoming. You right there, pal? How you doing? Are we good? We really haven't collected very much, actually. Come on, man. Alright, we can collect stuff ourselves, obviously, but we're going to keep getting interrupted. Oh, I'm almost out of ammo. In fact, I am now out of ammo. We're going to need to build a workshop pretty soon, because we use that to manufacture more ammo. And as you can see, I'm going through quite a lot of ammo. Cheers, Richard. Right. More iron. Alright, all the slots out here are full, which means we've got as much as the harvester can carry, which means we should probably get out of here. Sooner rather than later, launch the harvester.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Alright, there we go. In the pipe, 5x5. Okay. Yes, we're going to see more Dwarf Fortress. Next stream, probably at the weekend. Not today. So if all you've come here for today is Dwarf Fortress, there isn't any. You can leave. Or stay. I'd prefer you to stay, but there isn't going to be any. Right, so here's the problem. We've now harvested all these resources, and but unfortunately there's nowhere for the robots to put it because we don't have a deposit. I deleted the deposit in order to build the hangar. I now feel a little silly. I'm thinking I might actually delete the clone lab to make a deposit. Tell you what, I will go and make a clone and then destruct the clone lab. Because I think we might have enough biomass right now to make at least a clone. Hopefully. Yes, we can clone a human.
Cloning initiated.
Insufficient biosphere. Cancel the clone. Apparently we don't have enough plants. Okay, it's actually not doing anything because I don't have someone assigned to this place. So it's actually not doing anything unless I manually press E. So we're okay. Goodbye, Clone Lab. And it's just teleported me back to the bridge because I dismantled a bit I was still standing on. Fair enough. Right. But now we should be able to build a deposit. Right there. And now the robots. Here they come, the robots! Yes! Hello, robots.
Access granted.
No. I will switch to the shotgun while we're on board here. Well, when you send a harvester out and you're not on it, you can actually watch it take off and leave. So that's nice. Hey, look, there's the planet we were presumably just on. So when you send a harvester out with some guys on it and you're not on it yourself, right. So aliens can attach themselves to the harvester and join you back on the ship, and that's what we're seeing right now. An alien that has got on board as a result of latching onto the harvester as we were leaving and has managed to get on board the ship, which is why the motion tracker is now showing. Where are you? There you are. Okay, well. Now I suppose we have to suspect that there's probably going to be some alien goo about the place now. I'm going to need another turret, aren't I? That's the problem here. Because they didn't get into the underneath bit, they've gotten into the main above bit. No alien motion detected. Yeah, not right here, but that doesn't mean to say there isn't somewhere elsewhere. Do we have another turret in the weapon rack? I can't remember if there was one. There's also some energy field things, and I don't know actually how they work.
Access granted.
Because they weren't covered in the tutorial, these energy barriers. Here we go, turret. Right, we have more than one turret, which helps. So, what I'm going to do is...
Weapons activated.
So I got a turret there, and I got a turret underneath as well. Thinking I might move you, actually. How you do for ammo? 550, yeah, it's fine.
Weapons deactivated.
There we go.
Weapons activated.
There we go. So how does this work? Ah, I see. It's an energy barrier with a health bar on it, and the alien. This can slow down the aliens advancing. Right. Does it go up on the top level, or is it just down below? It's just down below. All right. Well, that might help. Angus, 40 months. Thank you very much. 3.3 years since I got that little sub box. Yeah, I know. Where the hell has the time gone? It's a little scary. Okay, well. Yeah, we've got full framework now. Some iron. And we're going to need a refinery if we want to turn that iron into useful bits. So, unfortunately, though, we need one more framework to build a refinery, which is just... it takes the piss, but whatever. Clones who cherish a good meal can become human, provides health regeneration for the crew. Actually quite useful. And it only costs us cable and energy.
The cantina is a social spot for crew members who are not assigned to a certain job on board.
Sure. It is quite important that our crew doesn't die, so... I tell you what! We'll have that. But yeah, we're going to need a refinery and a workshop next. That's sort of top of my list at the moment. As well as some more, you know, stuff for the greenhouse. How does all this get built? Nano machines, son. Right. What's this place got? Sulfur, uranium, and a site. I suppose we might as well check it out. Mostly for the site, if I'm honest. That's the thing I'm most interested in.
Harvester destination set.
Launch sequence activated. Launch sequence activated.
Let's go!
6, 5,
Now the thing about those turrets as well is I could take a turret with me to the surface
1.
and set up a turret on the surface of the planet to
Sequence activated.
help defend us. If we wanted to. So there's versatility to it. What did you get from the last site I scanned? Do you know what? I don't know. I actually don't know. Might be in here somewhere. Not sure. Okay, it's very dark here. Dark and foggy. So where's this site? Also, I don't... Oh, crap. Here they come. All these little crabby things, isn't it? Seems to be exclusively them that live in this part of the galaxy, I guess.
Access granted.
Let's get the assault rifle and a fuckload of ammo. Okay. Where is this site then? Ooh, hello. It's a crashed something or other.
20%. 40%. 60%. 80%. All phases complete.
Wait! Oh, I forgot to actually retrieve this thing from the last one. I forgot you actually have to press E to retrieve. Oh, damn it. Decontamination A. We've got a location which we can install on the ship, it looks like. Points at the location of a new shipbuilding blueprint. Okay. Right, let's just get the rest of these resources and skedaddle. How are we doing so far? Not too bad. Let's have that, and that, and that. Where's Richard got to? Where are you, my boy? There he is. Right, are we good? We are indeed. Right, let's get out of here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Off we go! Alright! He's got an exclamation mark over his head, which means he's got a dialogue topic or two for us. I already know about all this though, so... Right. Did any friends come back with us, is the question? Can sometimes take a minute for them to appear. It's sort of looking like we might be okay. Okay, let's have a look at this. Defense. Okay, so it hasn't appeared in here. So clearly it must be somewhere else. It's I think like it sets a transmission. Oh dear. You little shit. They like to do that. They get in your ship and then they kill these energy nodes. And energy nodes you know, it's like a connect the dots thing, and if energy nodes get cut off at vulnerable places, like whole parts of the ship can stop working, and it's jolly annoying. It is jolly irritating. Okay. I hear space goo. Any in here? It does occur to me that this might want to move this. Instead, put it here. There we go. Could do with I might have another one which I could put in here actually. Let's get back to that. Oh god, it's everywhere. It's probably all left here by that one little one that crept into storage. It's probably where this is all from. Yeah, I don't know if a flamer is a weapon you can get in this game, but I hope it is, because it would be really, really useful. Here we go. Right, if we're lucky, these two energy barriers and the turrets should hopefully keep anything out that we don't want in the rest of the ship. In theory, we shall see though. They're finite, though, you know. Eventually they'll fail. If enough aliens come trying to break them down. Is this alien goo, or is this just something else entirely? What is this? I mean, it looks like alien goo, but I guess maybe it isn't. Weird. What's the cantina? Such as it is. Return to Alpha 1. The Understanding. Oh, it's like 2001 with a monolith. Very good. Genesis.
The cantina is a social spot for crew members who are not assigned to a certain job on board.
I see. I like how you can see the rest of your ship out of the windows. I do think that's cool. Got a planet down there. As you can see, the ship is actually rotating in space. Because it moves. And yes, I will get lost in my own spaceship routinely. Oh, we've explored both the planets in this system, so I think we are done here. If there's anything else we can track to. There's some gunpowder and that's it. Okay. Oh, wait on a minute. Apparently we've not done this one yet. We've not finished doing this one. We left some stuff behind, apparently. Okay, fine. Very well, we'll go back to the mushroom planet, I think. No free space and deposit. Oh, well... How am I going to build a refinery then if I can't? Oh, crap. Alright, never mind. Never mind. No more raw resources for us. Although, I'm going to go back there for the site. Destroy cargo. I don't want to destroy cargo. It's not going to let me go unless I destroy cargo. I don't want to. Oh, I see the problem. They haven't been able to unload all the cargo that's here. Right, okay. That's why it wants me to destroy it. Alright, that's fine. Just get rid of that. Yeah, that's gone now. Okay, that's fine. Now we'll go to...
Harvester destination set.
Good stuff. I can't launch it from there, can I? Can launch it from the main console. I can actually specify here what I want the AI crew member to collect. I'll tell him to collect iron while he's there, but I'm only interested in the site.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
Bugs on Alpha 1. Here's a dialogue topic. Harvest, stay on call, and defenses. I know about all that stuff, it's fine. Welcome back to the Mushroom Planet. Right, we want the site from here that I didn't get last time.
Accessing archives. 20%. 40%. 60%. 80%. All phases
Whoa.
complete.
Ow! He's under attack, apparently. I'm coming, Richard! Where are you? You alright, my dude? Alright, mate, we're getting out of it. There's a way to access some sort of mission computer, I think. Oh, God. I think it's via the PDA. Let's see, Planet Expedition. Here we go, yeah. Richard. I don't know how to give him orders. Whatever. Dude! Fuck's sake. He's dead. Sorry, pal. That's actually quite annoying, but never mind. So this is a roguelite of sorts, and the reason for that is when you die in this, you play as a different clone. One of the other clones on your ship is promoted to captain, and you play as them instead. But obviously, when you run out of clones, then it's game over, and that's what happened to me last time. Oh my god! We brought some back with us, apparently. Now, hopefully with the setup I've got here, nothing else has managed to get through into the rest of the ship. That's the theory. And yes, you're right, I didn't get the site in the end. Richard died for nothing! Oh no! Third time's the charm, folks. I got a bit distracted by Richard nearly dying, and then actually dying.
Harvester destination set.
Launch sequence activated.
So I'll just go back by myself.
9, launch sequence activated. 7, 6,
How embarrassing.
5, 4, access grant 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch.
Oh, man, it's hot in this room right now. I sometimes jokingly refer to the room, my PC slash my room in general, as the Amazon rainforest, on account of one, the amount of cardboard boxes in it, and two, how hot it gets in here in the summer. It's feeling like that right about now. Plus, because of all the rain, it's mega humid too. If you're from Florida, you probably wouldn't feel that out of place in here right now. Right, let's finally get it this time, shall we?
Accessing archives. 20%. 40%.
Say hello to my little friend.
60%. 80%. All phases complete.
What do we got? Reveal the resources of some planets containing this element. Jacket. Whatever jacket is. Ah, we've maxed out the amount of biomass we can carry, it would seem. Righto.
10, 9, launch sequence activated. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. Now, did some friends come back this time? It would make sense if they did, because they were right outside the door when it shut. We seem to be okay. Right. I'm not going to say any of that trip was worth it, but what ho, never mind. I really wish it would center on your location when you zoom in on this, but never mind. It's a small gripe.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
Let's get out of here. We need to find some more space debris with some framework in it, so that I can build a refinery. Ah! 12 framework. Perfect. To the tractor beam. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you lose the bridge is destroyed, then it's game over as well. Because then you've lost access to the computer mainframe. Alien stowaways. During the beaming process, there's a chance of alien life forms entering the ship. I kind of figured that out at this point, I must say. Okay. Right. Let's do this.
Resource beaming complete.
Sorry, I'm on your way.
Resource acquired.
Now, hopefully, with these turrets set up and the force fields here, I needn't even be present for this. Hopefully, should any aliens get in, it will more or less take care of itself. But hey ho.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected.
that might be enough for us to build some extra stuff. Such as an extra deposit. And no refinery. Okay, but we can if we get just a little bit more. So that's okay.
Resource beaming complete.
We do have space for a new clone. Unfortunately, we don't have a clone lab right now, so I had to delete it.
Resource beaming complete. Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired. This is the
Hooray, refinery.
raw materials will be enhanced here. This process takes time. To increase refinement speed, assign engineers to work in the refinery.
Brilliant. Let's go and do that right now. Refinery! Way! Unless we do want to assign someone to here. Who we got right now? Gordon in the tracked beam, Craig at the bridge, Gieran in the greenhouse. It's gonna have to be Craig getting reassigned, I think. Robots taking the raw materials here as well, which is good. Great. Now we can get some serious resource production underway.
Resources collected.
Clone lab. We just need a bit more framework and we can have a clone lab.
Resource beaming complete.
I'm able to split VODs before I export them, Grandis Moff, so I don't have to stop and start the stream or anything weird like that. No.
New
They'll go up in separate videos on YouTube, but I don't need to stop the stream on here in order to do that.
Resources collected.
You do not understand, I'm afraid, sir, how the VOD process works. It isn't like that. Right. Reactor. Reactors need to power ship modules. Yeah, I think we're okay for energy right now, roughly. Don't need another reactor just yet. Need to remember to put accesses down so we can get into the underneath bits, but luckily the canteen and the refinery do actually have access ways built into them, so it's not so necessary down here. We do want, though, a clone lab, which can go here. Brilliant, because we need some more freaking clones right now.
Resource acquired.
Yes, indeed. We need to replace Richard.
Cloning initiated.
There we go. I'll just do this myself. No need to it. You can assign someone to the clone lab if you really want to, but I don't think it's really, strictly speaking, necessary.
New crew member added.
Alright, we got aliens. How did you get all the way down here?
Resources collected.
Oh, I think we're okay for now. Although I'm probably going to want to check back here for goo later. Because that thing probably laid eggs or whatever it is these things do. disgusting creatures. Right, where's our new clone at? Is he done? Is he sorted?
New materials have been refined.
Let's have a look up here. Let's see, atmosphere. We have enough for a crew of 5, it looks like. Right now we have a crew of 5, myself included, so...
Resource acquired.
Right, I don't know who this new lucky clone is, but he's getting assigned to this place. To the hangar. Greco!
Job assigned.
Congratulations. You are going to join me on space adventures on other planets. Yeah. Let's see.
New materials have been refined.
New materials have been refined. Hooray! More framework, basically. We got 7 framework, 6 cable, 7 gunpowder, 6 battery, 3 sulfur. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We want a workshop. At this point, we do definitely want a workshop. And where do I want to put the workshop is the question. I'd love to be able to fit it in there, but it just won't, so... I could build it all the way over here, but it would actually be a little bit inconvenient to do that. So I'm actually going to build it onto the tractor beam here, I think.
Resource survival guide update.
Right, we have a workshop. Important because
Resources collected.
it allows us to manufacture stuff. Like the Laser Pistol, or the Kugelblitz. Launches a non-gravity EMP sphere, which will explode if touched by energy. Weird. Delta Shotgun, Firebomb Launcher, way. Light Assault Rifle, and Pistol. Defenses, Turret. Energy Barrier. Robots. So my previous run of this was actually really quite tough because it wouldn't let me construct any additional turrets. Presumably because I hadn't unlocked them somehow, but I can on this one, which is actually quite nice. So, looks like as long as we've got the gunpowder for it, we can build plenty of turrets and energy barriers with batteries, so that's nice. Ammunition, we can build bullets, shells, and grenades. So we don't have any nitro for grenades, but hey.
Resource acquired.
Let's build some good bullets. And robots as well. We've got circuits, we can make these. Which are little combat robots which can operate in tight spaces, so that means they can go underneath the decks. And then this is the cargo robot thing. So we're gonna want some circuits. We're gonna keep an eye out for circuits because that'll allow us to get some little combat robots. I don't want to expand more to the left though. Why would I want to expand more to the left? It really does not matter. You're saying this, Gaius, but you're not providing a reason. If there's a genuinely good reason I should be expanding to the left, I want to hear it, but otherwise, if you're just saying that because you feel like saying it, bog off, mate. Jog on. I know what I'm doing, roughly.
Resource beaming complete. Resources collected.
Bloody hell. Hello. We're good. Though, I'm just going to go back here and have a look and make sure there's no goo
New materials
from
have
that
been
one we
refined.
found earlier. Oh, there's a bit of a... Is that... Were those just flashy... That was just flashy lights. That wasn't stuff I can harvest. Okay, that's fine. Right. Defenses. I'm gonna get a turret. I'm gonna put this in the hangar, I think.
Access granted.
Hello, Mr. Turret.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
There we go. Should help us deal with any intruders.
Have been refined.
Materials have been refined. Okay, good.
Processing.
Let's build another one. Oh, they go straight in here, don't they? Derp. Let's do this one here. There we go. Lovely. In fact, I might move you.
Weapons deactivated. Weapons activated.
Excellent.
Resources collected.
This is apropos of not much at all, but has anyone else been watching Snowpiercer on Netflix? I've been really enjoying it. You think so? I have to pick up this game? Good, excellent. Do it! Do it! Right. This place has got a plant on it, which produces that stuff, the stuff that we need for those other alien clones. Interesting.
Resource acquired.
And there's 2 sites down there too, apparently.
Harvester destination set.
I think we're going to go down and take a look.
Launch sequence activated. 9. Launch sequence activated. Access granted. 6. 5.
Come with me,
3. 2.
employee number 3275.
Launch sequence activated.
Yeah, I've been really liking it. And I actually do need to watch the film as well, because I haven't seen the film. But the series is pretty good. It's just a shame that ooh, this is a bit different. It's just a shame that I can't watch it all in one go. I desperately want to binge it, but they're releasing only 1 episode a week, so damn them in their old school style of. Uh-oh. Oh god, these are a bit different, eh? Alien space worms. I've never seen them before. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably to generate more interest. You're probably right. I don't mind that much. It also means you have to wait a little bit less for the next season, right? Okay, so we've got crabby things and we've got worms on this planet. Great. Wonderful. And we've got a clone sample for the crawl, apparently. Whoa. I just made this clone. Don't kill it, please. Yeah, I think that's his health regening because we have the cantina on the ship. I think that's what happened there, possibly. I'm not sure. We got a little plant. I don't like those at all. The only question I have with Snowpiercer though, right, and I'm prepared to waive this because it's the premise of the whole show, and if you wouldn't have a show without it, but why a train? Like, I know it's based on a film, which is in turn based on a French graphic novel, as all the best things are, which probably explains it, but why a train? And not just like a bunker or something? Right, we're all sorted here. We can get out. Shame actually, because the weather on this planet's quite nice.
7, 6, 5,
This place has blue skies. It's not too bad.
2, 1, 0.
Well-established class divides on trains, I suppose so. But that fucking hell. Now you put it that way, that's like Hideo Kojima levels of unsubtle. Jesus. But like, I'm prepared to say okay with it. Like, fine, okay, you want to have a train, and that's the premise of the series. It's okay, but I feel like a bunker or something would have made more sense than making a freaking train that goes all over the world on a track, which is somehow kept in working order. We don't know how. Like, in the frozen apocalypse of Doom, who is it exactly that's maintaining all the tracks? Fucking whatever, never mind.
Resources collected.
You're allowed one leap of logic in sci-fi, and the leap of logic in Snowpiercer is that you can have a train that just eternally goes around tracks around the world in the apocalypse. Same people to keep all the torches lit in Skyrim tombs. But I'm okay with it. You know, you're allowed one. You get what everyone gets one for free. So, you know, in most sci-fi, it's being able to go faster than light. That's the leap of logic they're allowed to have. That's the one bit of magic they can have. In Snowpiercer, it's a train that doesn't need maintenance on its tracks. It gets that.
Resource acquired.
Well, there was an alien trying to creep in here, but it looks like the turrets killed it. Ha! Stupid alien. It is a cool idea when you accept that the logic of it doesn't quite work and just accept it and internalize it. It's a really cool idea for a setting. Hey, look at that planet. That's kind of cool. Disconnecting.
New materials have been refined.
Yay! That battery was refined, apparently. Alright, what else are we looking at here? I don't think I found that site in the end, did I?
Harvester destination
No, I didn't.
set.
There were 2 sites down there. I didn't find either of them. Well, alright then. Let's go back.
Resources collected.
Activate 7, 6, 5,
When you're ready, mate. Come on.
3, 2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
It's a good show, though. It's a good show, Snowpiercer. I recommend it. It is a really good example of less is more. Like, it's clear the show doesn't have a massive budget, but because they decided to set it on a train, that means that they can get away with lots of small interior sets. And you know how necessity is the mother of invention and all that? That's how original Star Trek was so good, because they didn't have any goddamn money, so they came up with creative solutions to make a show around having no frickin' money. That's why Star Trek transporters exist. Because they couldn't afford to do a scene where the ship lands on a planet every week. So they invented transporters. Right, where are these goddamn sites? What am I looking for here?
Accessing archives.
Oh, here we go. Small
20%.
crates. Had no money about a galaxy with no money. I like that. Go away, space worms. Nobody likes you.
60%.
Nearly out of ammo here, actually.
80%. All phases complete.
Panic room. The crew can use these rooms to hide from aggressive alien life forms. Oh, cool. That would have been really useful in my last playthrough. Okay, where's the other site then? So I'm going to go back here and get some more ammo.
Access granted.
Whoa! Shit! There's more of them than I thought there was. Ha ha ha! Whoa! It's like those goddamn aliens have evolved camouflage. How dare they? Adapt to their natural environment, little sods. What am I looking for?
Accessing archives.
I really like this game though because it's. Oh,
20%.
there's a dead. Someone was buried here.
40%.
I like this game because this is my kind of space exploration game. A lot of people like the X series and Elite
60%.
and stuff like that, which is more like sort of space trucking and mining and stuff like that,
80%.
and flying from space station to space station. But I like a game like this where I can,
All phases complete.
explore strange new worlds and boldly get myself killed where no one's boldly gotten themselves killed before. This is sort of my jam, like this. Meet strange new forms of life and then shoot them in the face with a Russian assault rifle. Outlaw shotgun. Oh, I think I already have that. Yeah, see, the funny thing is, I actually enjoy No Man's Sky more than Elite or X because it appeals to the explorer in me. Oh god. Even on release, I enjoyed No Man's Sky. Is the thing, because I didn't buy into the hype for it. Is the main difference. I didn't pay any attention to the hype whatsoever. So when the game came out, I knew basically nothing about it, which meant I actually enjoyed it.
New clone research unlocked.
I haven't played it in ages, and they've added a whole shit ton of features and stuff to the game since I last played it. So maybe I should reinstall it. Have another go at it. Harvest is full. Alright, cool. That's GTFO then.
10, 9, launch sequence activated. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go away, worms. Ooh. just harvest that little bit of biomass. Well, that's exactly my point, Angus. You see, because flying around with friends in VR, mining asteroids and shooting pirates is not what I want personally from a space game. I'm not interested in that, you know. Which is why Elite is really not for me. But No Man's Sky is. Precisely because they're two very different games. There's another one. I actually think I own it. I think I bought it when it was like in super early access, called Empyrean Galactic Survival or something. Which also kind of looks like it might be quite fun.
Resource acquired.
I'm all about the survival games lately for some reason. I don't really know why. Yeah, I've heard Empyrean looks pretty good, and people say good things about it, so I might have to have another look at it. Because I think I played it once in very early access, and I basically just ran around on a planet and got lost and bored very quickly. I think it deserves a second chance. Right. Are my robots doing robot things? They are, good. Well, without wanting to jinx it, so far so good. We seem to be doing okay. Oh yeah, we can change the ship colouring if we want to. Doesn't really do much aside from change some interior stuff, that's all really. I quite like blue. I wish we could have Russian cockpit blue. That would be perfect. That'd help me keep calm when the shit's hitting the fan. Does it change depending on which room you're in?
New materials.
It does. Ah, look at that. Didn't realize it was on a room by room basis. Can I change the corridor? Oh, I can change each individual corridor piece. Naturally, I'm going to make every single piece a different colour just for giggles. We have a happy multicoloured spaceship. It's wonderful.
New materials have been refined.
Lovely, isn't it? It's lovely. So that'll cheer us up on our long and horrible voyage. Pride ship, yes. I find it rather fitting that the USS Catastrophe has no unified colour scheme. Even its interior decor is a catastrophe. In the grim darkness of the far future, we have multicolored corridors! Yeah! Should probably change most of it to a light color anyway. It'll make it easier to spot the alien goop. Anyway, let's have a look on here. What do we need? Yeah, there's another plant down here, isn't there? And some sites, alright.
Materials have been refined.
To the hangar! How are we doing materials-wise right now in general? 2 frameworks, 6 cable, 10 panels, 4 gunpowder, 10 batteries, 1 fuel rod, 3 uranium, a plant, and a partridge in a pear tree. 20 biomass, we're at our maximum biomass limit, and 89 out of 100 energy. So we'll need to build more, let's see, resources. We can't build another biotank. Why is that? Because we don't have enough framework class. But we should do that again soon. We can actually track our crew members on here as well. They're the green blobby things.
Access granted.
Ammunition, please. We need to give you a name. You should be Richard too. Richard II.
New materials have been refined.
Richard III is the one you're going to watch out for. Never even heard of this game before? Came up on the Steam store page for me a little while ago. I think it been recommended queue or whatever it's called, and yeah, I like it. I'm pleased with it.
Harvester destination set.
Launch sequence activated.
Finding it very enjoyable.
Activate. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
Those dialogue options keep resetting. Okay, from the nice planet to the horrible hell planet, apparently. Lovely. Right, well, he's gonna collect sulfur, I think. That's what I've told him to do, which means I need to go find this plant and the sites. Whoa! That's a bit different. Alien ability sample. Huh. Right then. Well. Apparently we have large bipedal aliens on this planet. Oh, I think I found one of the sites. Or a site.
Archives. 20%. 40%. 60%. 80%. All phases complete.
It's very 70s sci-fi inspired. Medical research. Sick bay. Oh, nice. Brilliant. You know, I've not encountered sicknesses yet or diseases in this game, but I'm sure that is clearly a thing that we'll have to deal with at some point. How weak are you guys to just a regular laser pistol? Okay. You're not that tough. Whoa, they fire stuff at you though, bloody hell. Okay, yeah, these guys are no joke. Weapon sample, X-ray caster. Ooh. Crazy. That one looks a bit different to the others. It had like red bits on it. What is this? Ah, this is the plant we wanted, right. Gotcha. Are they beaming down here? Teleporting? Or are they burrowing out the ground or something? Because there's like an almost crack of thunder and then they appear. Here's the other side.
20%.
Yeah, this game has a really cool soundtrack.
30%.
There they are.
60%.
I'd love to figure out a way of giving my clones better weapons.
80%.
I don't know how to do that though.
All phases complete.
New transmission.
Suit upgrade. Against a site location. Oh yeah, site location, suit upgrade. So I think we've just got ourselves a suit upgrade. Potentially. I'm assuming we're going to have to build it before we can have it, though. Oh god. How do I get out of this screen? Ah! We do not come in peace. Stop shooting Richard. How you doing, pal? I think we're done here. Well, actually, we can get a bit more sulfur. Come on, let's wrap this up, matey. One more slot. Ah, here we go. Right, you collect that. I will watch your back. Shit. Well, lucky for us, this assault rifle seems to be super effective against these guys. Although if any of these get onto our ship, that's going to make life very interesting. Didn't know what hit him. Okay. Let's skedaddle, shall we? Before more of these creepy dudes turn up.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
They do kind of look like Vortigaunts, don't they, actually, now you mention it?
1, 0.
That's the sound of a bunch more of them arriving, but we've got out just in time. Phew. Except some of them arrived. But luckily, I have the foresight to set up these turrets, so we're good.
New ability research added.
At least... these guys are probably too big to crawl into the underneath bit. But then you'd think I was a bit too big, really, wouldn't you? But... alright, these guys leaving goo behind.
New materials have been refined.
Ooh. See you, Joe Pyro. Happy snoozing. Uh-oh. Go! Away with you, go. The motion tracker's still up. Which means we are not alone. How? 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 God damn it. Doesn't matter how many precautions I take. Oh god. Oh god. It's everywhere. In truth, I still don't actually know what this stuff is. I assumed it was eggs or something, but I'm not really sure. Basing it on my experience with the squid aliens. And funnily enough, we've not encountered a single squid alien so far. We have encountered the worm things, and we've encountered those weird Vortigaunt things!
New materials have been refined.
Whoa.
New weapon research unlocked.
Well, no, you don't. Seems to occur where they die, I guess. Game over, man. Game over. Well, anyway, so far we've been lucky, really. We've encountered only kind of, I want to call them non-intelligent aliens. My previous game ended, you see, when I encountered some very intelligent aliens. Because I was going along, and I had a message pop up that I'd been attacked by something, and I come out of the bridge, and I walk along, and my greenhouse is next to the bridge in the first one I did. So I come out of the bridge, I walk into the greenhouse, I look up, I turn around, and this was one of the best moments I've ever had in a video game, where within seconds it was communicated to me just how great the magnitude to which I was fucked was. Because I look up and there is a fucking capital ship. Like, here I am in my glorified International Space Station, right? My dinky little crappy space station. And above me is like a capital ship, like a fucking battleship out of 40k, like that kind of big. At which point, a bunch of them start beaming aboard with guns, killing all of my clones, and I fought them off for about 5 minutes before they killed everyone, including me. Game over. But yeah, that was a fantastic moment of, oh god! Several things were realized at that moment. One, oh god, there are intelligent aliens. Oh god, they have a massive battleship. Oh god, they have guns. Oh god, they've killed everyone. Game over. I knew this was something. I might have survived the encounter if I had the quick thinking intelligence to immediately engage my hyperdrive and leave. Because some aliens would have beamed aboard, but that would have been it. As it happened, I didn't have the forethought to leave, and so as a result, what happened was I was killing aliens, and then more and more of them kept beaming on board.
New materials have been refined.
Until eventually, after about half my clones were dead, I realized, oh wait, I should engage the hyperdrive and leave. And then I did, but by that point, I was the only person left alive on the ship, and then about 6 of them came into the bridge and killed me. So, yeah. But it was a great way to go. I was not unhappy at all. I was left sitting there with a very big grin on my face. I was very pleased. And the nice thing about it was, in the course of the run, I unlocked a whole bunch of new stuff, which for this run I was able to use, like all the different corporations and the additional weapons and things, and the spider bot thing. Speaking of which, we really need to get ourselves some circuits so I can make some spider bots. But yeah, so it's stuff like, you died, it sucks, but on the other hand, you unlocked all this cool stuff, so next time you try it, it will be a bit easier.
New materials have been refined.
Which is indeed the the idea behind most roguelikes, yeah. I have to admit, it's actually, I call it a roguelite, because it's not, strictly speaking, what I consider to be a roguelike, because a roguelike is a game that is literally like Rogue, the original roguelike. As in, it's ASCII-based, typically, and it's grid-based, and it has a WeGo turn system. You know, and is usually an RPG of some sort. The term roguelite for stuff that, like this, certainly works. But the fun thing about this game is what I do like about it is the fact that they gave all the menus and stuff that ASCII look to them, so it has that old roguelike aesthetic going on in its menus, which is kind of neat. It's like a little nod to the roots there. What is the premise / story? We are on a spaceship full of clones, attempting to colonize a new planet for humanity out in the void. And so we, in our rickety little crappy spaceship, are traveling the galaxy to find a new home for humanity. And in the process, we are collecting resources, upgrading our spaceship, and getting attacked by aliens. That's about the gist of it. Yeah, so the potassium hydroxide, the thing with that is we need it for certain other kinds of clone. So if we go here, we have, in our planters right now, we have 3 ferns, which produce O2. And each one produces enough oxygen for 2 crew members. However, what we could do is we could plant... No plant saplings on ship, but I could have sworn I got some from the damn planets. Oh yeah, no, here we go. Gluber and Yari, which provides whatever that is. I was terrible at chemistry, so I can't remember what these are, but KOH and HCI. And the reason this is important is because instead of producing oxygen, these plants produce this stuff. And that is important because if we want clones in our crew that are not human, they need to be able to breathe things other than oxygen. For example, we could have a mantis crew member or a crawl. And crawls breathe that stuff, and mantises breathe that stuff. Hydrogen chloride, apparently. Okay, thanks for that. And KOH is potassium hydroxide. Cheers, science nerds. I appreciate it. But basically, if we have some of those plants in our greenhouse, it will allow us to have alien clones on board. Because the aliens don't breathe the oxygen. They breathe other stuff. Does your ship start out infected, or do you pick up parasites along the way? No, so we pick up parasites along the way. Basically, aliens get on board in one of 3 ways. 1, we pick them up through the tractor beam when we're tractoring in space debris. They sometimes cling onto it and then end up in the tractor beam and they get inside that way. Alternatively, when we visit a planet and we come back in our little harvester shuttlecraft, they come back hitched onto as a stowaway on the shuttlecraft, and they appear in the hangar. And the 3rd way is obviously if it's intelligent aliens with guns that board us and kill everybody. So, but they'll frequently get on board, we'll kill them, but sometimes they manage to lay eggs and stuff before we manage to kill them. So we do occasionally have to patrol around and look and make sure there's no alien goo or eggs or anything laid anywhere. I've been repeatedly getting a few infestations in this back end of the ship here lately. But it seems to be clear for now. But you also have to check underneath, because there's a lower level to everything as well. There's like a these ducts that run underneath each area of the ship, and a lot of the small aliens like to scuttle around down here and lay eggs. So you do, from time to time, need to check the nooks and crannies as well, which is where it all gets a bit alien, as in the 1979 movie Alien. When you're crawling around with a motion tracker. The only thing that's missing is the flamethrower, honestly. Right. I'm loving this multicolored corridor I've made. It's very nice. It cheers me up every time I walk through. So, have we pretty much cleaned this system out? Pretty much. No freeze. Oh, we need to build another storage, do we? I can't because we don't have enough framework. Aha, crap. That's not good. That's downright annoying. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, where do we want to go next? Actually, go back to the start system because there are a couple of planets I wanted to explore there. Here we go. Glubra. Some iron. Iron fungus, which produces N2O. I'm not sure what that is, actually. Something involving nitrogen? Dinitrogen oxide, okay. I don't know, we haven't yet encountered an alien species that requires that to live, actually. Let's try this place, Tyvinar. There's a site down there, and also some other stuff.
Access granted.
Sure, I'm going to go to the workshop. Because we've picked up some suit upgrades and things. I don't know how we can build those. Oh, hello. Delta shotgun. Another shotgun, best for short range combat, high damage output. X-ray caster. Fires radiated fragments in high frequency. Sounds fun to me! We don't have any radiation blue though to make it with. Or to research it with, rather. Okay, make some bullets. Let's make some bullets.
Access granted.
Cool. Da 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 da.
Harvester destination set.
Okay.
Launch sequence activated. 9.
Let's go.
Sequence activated. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's been about 6 years since you dropped chem. It's been about 10 years for me.
Sequence activated.
I don't remember a thing. I wasn't even paying attention when I was in chemistry, frankly. I'm a humanities guy. End of the day, nothing bored me faster than science. Welcome to this hellish place. Nice view of the sky, though. Alright. I'll get to work, Richard. I am going to go looking for things like this.
Accessing archives. 20%.
Ah, stuffs.
40%. 60%. 80%.
Don't get me wrong, I think scientists are great, and science is cool, and I'm glad that it exists. And I'm glad that people learn it. Fuel rod. And it's important that we trust scientists and experts and not arrogantly think we know better than them because we watched a few videos on YouTube. But, that said, I always struggled with him personally. Stop killing my clones, you bastards. You're right there, mate. Could really do with bringing an extra clone along with me for this. Means I'm probably going to make an alien clone at some point. Oh god, they're everywhere. Ah! At least they're more interested in me than you. Where are they? Does my clone have cologne? You'd have to ask him, I suppose. I do like the funny little gasp of horror they make when they see some aliens. Whoa! Oh no! Aliens! Like I haven't seen them already a dozen times before. How are we doing? Ah, we got a full load of iron. Right. Unless there's another site here that I've missed. I would very much like to leave. But I think we're good. Let's check the PDA. I think we're fine.
10, 9, 8, activate 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh god. You brought friends. Turrets did the job though. How much ammo have we got left in these? I love that the turrets have an ammo count, just like in Aliens.
New materials have been refined.
Hooray, fuel rod. Problem is I don't need fuel rods, I need more framework to build more storage. And the problem at the moment is that I've got too much of the other stuff. How can I get rid of stuff to make room for more framework? Because I don't want to have to deconstruct something. That'll be really annoying. Panzer Corps 2 is getting a Spanish Civil War campaign as part of its grand campaign expansion. Awesome. I like Panzer Corps 2, that's a pretty good game. There are space merchants, yeah, we've not encountered any yet, but there are space merchants. In fact, there might be one not too far from here. I think I remember seeing that on the bridge console. Merchant. Yes, there's a merchant down there. Alright then. Maybe they can solve our problems.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
Whee! Don't think there's anything in this, but nope, it's completely empty. We're in dark space.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
Right. Hello, sir!
Welcome.
A trader. Potyomkin. Lieutenant Leonov. You have a clone lab 2, medium cloning lab, mixing humans and alien DNA and better cloning speed. Ooh! And a Deca 1. Close to humans, rather average values. Immune to acid, apparently. And so they're what consumes N2O. Right. And my boy has framework. Okay, so I have a lot of batteries. Have some batteries. I'll have some framework. Have a panel as well. Nitro. I have to trade an awful lot to get my hands on a Clone Lab 2 or the Deca. So I don't think I'm going to. There we go. Brilliant. Which means now, hopefully, I can build another goddamn storage unit. Hooray! And there was much rejoicing. We got Nitro, but where's the Datro? See, you're asking the important questions here. Oh, look, there's a little space station with a merchant on it. Is that sun going to eclipse behind it? It is. Look at that. They got 2 biodomes there, I know. I'm a bit jealous. I do like the lighting effects in this game. Very swish. Right, I'm thinking I'm gonna plant some of one of these things. Let's go to the clone lab and review what the difference between these guys is. The Mantis is rather average values, close to humans. We don't know about their health or immunity. And this creature's DNA improves resistances and lowers intelligence. I mean, I can live with them being a bit stupider, I suppose. It's male and female versions. Ah, but we need radiation blue to research that. For both of them, in fact. So you know what? For now, it doesn't bloody matter. Wrong buttons. Many wrong buttons are being pressed right now. Okay. I think we can afford one more crew member, because it's saying up there 6. We've got a crew of 5 right now, so...
Cloning and new materials have been refined.
But they just say insufficient biosphere. Let me just head back to the greenhouse here. See, there's 6 slots there. Maybe it's because I need someone else to man the station here. That could be it. Now, we're good for crew quarters. I think I just need an extra person in the greenhouse.
Cloning done.
Hey, hello. Comes with the name badge already in place. Bernard! Welcome to the team, Bernard.
New materials have been refined.
Okay, looks like we're good. Crew 6, 602, 602 in here. I do believe we're alright. And do you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to assign Bernard to our away team.
Job assigned.
Right, there's nothing else here right now, so let's skedaddle. Hello, robot. There he goes. Go introduce yourself to Richard.
Access granted.
Okay, where are we going
New
next?
materials have been refined.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
I think I want to check out the other system back there. Floating robot. The floating robot carries resources from the hangar to the refinery. And then from the refinery to storage. It's a cargo hauling jobby. Oh, did I paint all the... Yeah, I did that. You can go into the PDA here and go to ship coloring and assign a color. Like this. You can do it individual sections, or you can hold this to paint the entire ship a particular color. I could make the entire ship purple if I wanted to. It's actually slightly tempting. Make it all blue.
New materials have been refined.
I can't have Russian cockpit blue, but this is about as close as I'm going to get, I suspect. I wonder if you can alter these values in an INI file somewhere with like RGB values. That would be interesting. No, Shadow Mark, not every character in any game or any piece of fiction ever called Richard is named after a Gotha character. Probably fucking watches Shakespeare and is like, Richard the Third? Oh, don't you mean Richard the Librarian? No, get lost. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Right. Where are we going? We want to go up here.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
Right, we've pretty much explored all this, haven't we? Except, you know what? Actually, there's some stuff here that's worth grabbing still. Like that fungus, for example. Okay, we'll stop here for now. There's some good stuff here. Actually, is there anything they can get with the tractor beam right now? Or have we searched all the debris? We have searched all of the debris. Right, fair enough.
Harvester destination set.
Sequence activated.
So, I can actually send these guys out and not go with them, which in this particular case I'm going to do, because I just want them to get that plant,
1, 0.
and I can stay on board the ship. Where does this shit come from? Bye! They'll be back very quickly. See, the bonus to letting them do it for you is that it's much quicker, generally. But you know, if it's a more dangerous environment they're going to, it might be worth going with them to help protect them. So, and obviously, if there's any sites and stuff down there, I think you have to go get those yourself. Meanwhile, I'm going to have a little look around and make sure there's no alien goo anywhere. Because my efforts to quarantine this all off have been apparently for fucking naught, because the alien goo manages to get everywhere in spite of it.
Harvester has returned.
See, there's this, which has been here ever since I built this module, but I can't seem to get rid of it. I think it might be glitched out. Might be a small bug. And this game is in early access, so that's fair enough. The harvester's back, so hooray. And so is the goo. Damn it all. There must be a better way to get rid of this stuff permanently. Maybe there's like a gun or something you unlock, which I don't have yet. Keeps growing back, look. Looks like they got some stuff though, actually, while they were out there. They didn't just get the plant, they got some blue stuff while they were there too. Space antifungals, yeah. There was a decontamination thing that we found like a thing for, didn't we? Alien research. Aliens have been captured alive. I didn't know you could capture aliens alive, but there you go. Oh yeah, the panic room. The crew can use these rooms to hide from aggressive alien life forms. That might be worth investing in.
Neither Genesis Command nor my system programmer Dave have provided me with information on this module. I suggest exploring it to learn more about its concept.
So a panic room we could put there? Or there? Let's put it there. We're gonna need a new reactor soon, I think, aren't we? Yes, we are, actually. Definitely needing a new
Reactors
reactor.
provide the ship's power. Build more reactors if the energy level is low.
Boosh, there we go. Do we need to assign people to reactor in order for it to work properly? I mean, it doesn't look like it. Our energy capacity has just jumped up by a lot, so... Yeah, I mean, we'll see if they use it, won't we? Here's the panic room. Question is, how many crew members can you fit in the panic room? Because it doesn't seem very big.
Neither Genesis Command nor my system programmer Dave have provided me with information on this module.
This must be a new feature.
I suggest exploring it to learn more about its concept.
If I had to guess, it's probably a new feature that they've not added voice lines for yet. Panic closet, yeah. But yeah, so that could save 1 or 2 clones if we get boarded or something, so it's probably a good idea to have it, honestly.
Harvester destination set.
Launch sequence activated.
Framework for the framework god.
7, 6,
Off you go, gents.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
Jesus Christ. Where are you? Bye. Apparently I have an infestation to deal with in the meantime. No other emotion detected. So what happened to it then? I don't feel very convinced right now. Game, I'll be honest. I think there's a creepy crawly in my spaceship somewhere. And all it did was go out of range. Crew healed. Yeah, someone took damage. Ah, maybe someone killed it. Oh. Some goop there.
Harvester has returned. New materials have been refined.
I can hear distant machine gun fire, which makes me think the harvester brought some friends back with it. Yes, they did. That's what you get, guys. Got some stuff. Good. Why has this got green in it? Is that significant, or is that just a, you know, just not a thing? Whoa.
New materials have been refined.
Oh good, you've arrived again just in time for more aliens. But where are they? Ocean tracker's up. Sick crew members are not able to oh dear, we've got a sick crew member apparently. They're in the floor! Okay, apparently one of our crew members got sick. How do they get in here? I have 2 barriers set up along with a pair of turrets, and they still manage to get past it somehow. I do not get it. Whatever. Medical research
Creatures
slash
from outer space can pass on
sick
deadly
bay.
diseases to crew members. Research these diseases in the medical research lab. Researched diseases will then be cured automatically. Please mind that you have to collect disease samples dropped by sick crew members to research a disease. Use the biomass collector to collect. The lift module grants fast access to higher or lower decks of the ship.
I'm thinking of adding a deck to the ship, but I'm not entirely sure where I can actually put a turbo lift in a place that will actually be useful. There? Yeah, I guess that works. So then we can go up to deck 2. I guess I need to put another turbo lift here, right? Yeah. And then medical research. We can put medical research up here. Except the damn greenhouse is on the way. Alright. Anything else we should build right now? I don't think there's anything else we really can build right now. God damn it! Get off my spaceship, you stupid goo! So more in the hangar. Has it grown back? No, seems to be clear for now. Okay. Right.
Harvester destination set.
Off you pop, chaps. Get me some more iron. In the meantime, I'm gonna go check out the sick bay. Turbo lift. Here we go. That was quick. Alright, welcome to level 2. I have a nice view of the ship outside. Hey. Alright. Bigger than I expected, honestly. Okay. Alright, does this place have some sort of console I can use? It does. Diseases. Right. Craig is sick. Doesn't seem to be much I can do with this place right now. Can I call the computer?
Harvester has returned.
Computer, explain the purpose of this room. That looks like the button. Ah, there we go.
Creatures from outer space can pass on deadly diseases to crew members. Research these diseases in the medical research lab. Researched diseases will then be cured automatically. Please mind that you have to collect disease samples dropped by sick crew members to research a disease. Use the biomass collector to collect these samples.
Right. So we should probably go visit Craig in the sick bay. That's the panic room. I mean, not in the sick bay, in the crew quarters. Oh my god! Holy shit! What? I guess you guys must have come back on one of the harvester runs, huh? Clone sample arachnoid. Space spiders, everybody! Holy shit. Oh god, there's tons of them underneath. Okay. We have a bug problem. Serious bug problem. The hell's that? There's a big red glowy one. Oh, they're damaging the nodes.
Power reestablished.
Life systems operational. Life systems operational.
Okay, so this is a good example of what can happen if you let an infestation get out of control. Only good bug is a dead bug, ain't that the truth? Woo! Okay, it's a good thing I came back here when I did, I suppose. Otherwise that could have gotten really out of hand. Well, oh god. Famous last words. Is this Craig's fault? Did Craig bring a horrible spider disease back with him? Okay, I'm out of assault rifle ammo. That's not great. I really need a shotgun. That's what I need for scenarios like that. Flippin' heck. I really need to do a total sweep of this whole area now. Because there's crap everywhere. Probably do with building more turrets, honestly. So much for this stupid idea of quarantining it all in here.
Access granted.
Give me the shotty. Which I do still want the pistol though.
Access granted.
Unlimited ammo is very useful. There we go, that's gotten rid of it. Defenses, turret, construct.
Access granted.
it would be really nice if the clones were clever enough to actually try and get rid of some of that goo by themselves. Having to run around and do absolutely everything yourself in this game is one of the things that's less good about it. But, you know, early access. For all I know, that's a planned feature on the roadmap. Oh, here's the reactor. The reactor. Alright, where do I want to put this turret? Is the question. Here might be good, honestly.
Weapons activated.
Gives it a pretty good field of fire. I'll just move it slightly.
Weapons deactivated.
Right here.
Weapons activated.
There we go. It's bound to help a little bit at least. Do 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 do. Right.
Harvester destination set.
Launch sequence activated.
Give me that iron.
7, 6,
And then I think I'll send them to the other place to get the gunpowder as well.
3, 2, 1, 0.
He cut it close, didn't he?
Sequence activated.
Checking on grid. Yes, good point. I'll do that quickly while they're away. That's what I meant to do before the spiders happened. Oh, God! It's like I summoned them. Luckily, I was able to solve the problem with the shotgun. I think Craig might be dead. There's currently spiders where Craig was. I think I just heard the turret shoot something. You have a new dialogue topic. What is it? You just shot something. What did you shoot? Whoa! Oh boy.
Harvester has returned.
Oh, just in time to unleash more chaos, I'm sure. Is there anything underneath the quarters? Doesn't seem to be. Okay. Bloody hell. Yeah, I think Craig's dead. There's only 5 of us again now. I think the spiders got him. Maybe the spiders was the disease. It might have been, for all I know. I think the poor guy might have. We might have had a chest burster situation there. I think some spiders laid some eggs inside him. Horrifying as that sounds. I think that's probably what happened. Arachnoid. Huh. It's funny, on this run we haven't found any radiation blue, but I was practically drowning in it last time I played this. I had loads of the stuff. Right.
Cloning initiated.
Cloning is happen?
new clone has been welcomed.
Chase. Welcome aboard, Chase. Your predecessor was called Craig, and he nearly got us all killed by giant spiders. Please try to be better than Craig.
Access granted.
Well, you know, it could have been a random infestation. It's just if you do leave them for long enough, they do get a bit out of control like that. I haven't seen an infestation that out of control since my encounter with the squid things in my first run through. We still haven't encountered any of the squid octopus monsters yet, actually. Any of the space squid. I'm not complaining though, because keeping those fuckers under control was a full-time job. Right. No free space in deposit, build a new deposit. Ugh. Have we got room downstairs for it? I don't think we have we? I built the turbo slot in the last remaining. No, there's a little bit there. Okay. Don't have enough fucking again, really? Actually, hopefully. Tell you what. I'm gonna go. What's going on here? Have we got anybody in the refinery? Is that the problem here? Yeah, that's the problem. Nobody's in the refinery. Craig was working in the refinery and he got infected with his mad disease, spider disease. So we need somebody in the refinery, and that somebody right now is going to be me. As soon as I remember where it is. But Chase, congrats, you're now the refinery worker. However, I am gonna... Where's the... There it is. Brilliant. Which means I can now do this. Great success. There we go. Clones can get diseases from the tractor room. Ah, okay. That is the first time I've had a disease beamed on board before, I have to admit. That was a new experience for me. Right. There's a site down there on Hardy Art. I think I'm going to go down there myself and find it. Okay. So we've got 2 in the hangar, 1 in the greenhouse, 1 on the tractor beam, 1 in the refinery. That's what I want to see. Nobody in the bridge, but I can send Richard or Bernard to the bridge if I have to. Right now we don't need to though, because we've already scanned all this stuff.
Harvester destination set.
Actually, you guys go harvest this first. Then we'll go get the other thing. Gunpowder's good. Gunpowder lets me build more turrets, so... there doesn't appear to be any kind of upper limit on how many turrets I can have, so... I intend to build as many as I can. So more gunpowder, please.
Access granted.
How are we doing for ammo? Not too bad.
New materials have been refined.
I give you the gift of life. Now get to work. They're back already. Brilliant. Get ready to kill some aliens.
harvester.
Yeah, right on time. Although the turrets seem to have done the job quite well. 420 ammunition, nice. How much have you got? 430, alright. I don't know if you can refill the ammunition in these things or not, honestly. Don't know if it's a thing that you can do.
New materials have been refined.
I'm shooting that just to be on the extra safe side. Right, well done, gents. Right, we can't go yet because they're still unloading the harvester. That's fine. Work faster, robots. We'll use this time to do a little patrol of the ship. More spiders in the crew quarters. Good. That is the way I prefer it. Wow! Hello! Can we not just spray the entire interior of the ship with Dettol? I mean, honestly. Do you know what? I genuinely think it might have something to do with this. This orange stuff on the floor that no matter what I do, I can't seem to eradicate. I think it keeps spreading from this. I think that's what it is. Running around shooting random bits of my spaceship. Seriously, I just don't know.
New materials have been refined.
Because this has been here ever since I built the sodding place, pretty much. I'm wondering if I should just jettison the goddamn cantina into space and build another one. Yep. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, in fact. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. It's gone. Right. Brilliant. Ooh, I don't like that. No. Deconstruct. Yeah, there was a small problem there because I didn't position it quite the right way around and therefore ended up connecting to the tractor beam, which I really don't want, so... There we go, that's better.
New materials have been refined.
How? How? This section of spaceship here is cursed. We don't build anything here anymore. Flippin' heck. Where should we put the refinery? Let's put the refinery. The canteen. Let's put the cantina upstairs. Stupid greenhouse is getting in the way. In fact, honestly, we should probably go up another level because this isn't really working. I can't see to build anything here because the lower level is constantly getting in the way. Right. Ah, we can reinforce stuff. That's interesting. Turbo lift. Right, I think this hopefully might work a bit better. So yeah, I can reinforce stuff. Hold Z to reinforce. Don't really know what that will do, in truth. But reinforcing the greenhouse would probably be smart, if only because we need it to live. We need oxygen to live, so that's probably the most important room on the ship. Doesn't really look much different, although... Whoa! Again, how the fuck do you things get in here? How? Whatever. This alien goo, or is this just general debris? I think it's just general debris.
New materials have been refined.
Alright, we're up at the top now. There's the cantina, and it does not contain goo. Oh, wait, it does. Alright, that's going to be a glitch. This must be a bug. This module is clearly bugged. But on the bright side, if anything spawns from that goo, wherever it is over there, because of the turbo lift, hopefully it might be contained up here. Oops.
The lift module grants fast
Fuck off, you.
access to
I want to go downstairs. I think the turret just got something. Just went straight past that.
New materials have been refined.
We clearly need more turrets. Might be hiding in the material boxes. You know what? That's probably a good point. You might be right. That might be how they're getting in. In which case, let's set up another turret. Okay, where are you? Oh, yeah, they motion detected. Well, hopefully whatever it was is dead.
Processing. Access granted.
Come with me, little turret. Right.
New materials have been refined.
Weapons activated.
Hopefully this will put a stop to that nonsense. Maybe. It's science, and we'll have to find out. Also, I've just noticed my health is a bit damaged. I should probably heal. Now, where can I go? Clone lab. Here we go. There's these things on the wall you may have noticed. Whoa. We can use biomass to heal ourselves using one of those consoles there. I like how the turret's just a gun on the tripod. Well, yeah, it's like the ones from Aliens, isn't it?
New materials have been refined.
Okay. Now, where was I? So we're going to make one more expedition down to this planet here, and then we're going to call it for today with I can't even remember the game. That's how long I've been playing. We're going to call it for here with Genesis after we do this. Oh, shit. Get on board. Damn it. I was too late. We'll wait for them to come back, and then we'll go again. It was a bad time to choose to try and read chat. Right. Anyway, we're gonna go get this site on this planet, and then I'm gonna take a break for like 10 minutes because I need one.
New materials have been refined.
And then when we come back, we're gonna play some Green Hell. They're back! Hooray! Shotgun at the ready.
Harvester.
Right on cue. Well done, gents. We'll just let the robots clear this stuff off. That just disappeared. Let's watch this very carefully, shall we? Let's see if any goo appears where the aliens died.
New materials have been refined.
Because the tricky part of this game right now is that I truly don't actually understand the mechanics of how the aliens sort of spread their goo around and reproduce. I don't really understand how infestations work. So it's all kind of just guesswork. There's something on the motion tracker. It's down here. No, it's not. It's in the deposit. Yeah, see what I think happened there is the robot, it took the thing along and it put it in here, and then the alien crawled out of the box. That must be what happened. That's how they're getting past the barriers and stuff here. They come inside the crates that the robots are carrying. We need some kind of decontamination thing, don't we, really?
Harvester destination set.
Right.
Launch sequence activated. 9 launch
Let's actually be on board this time and switch to the assault rifle.
3, 2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
Hey, Richard. Hey, Bernard. We are here for one thing and one thing only, gents. This planet's kind of cool, isn't it? Spooky purple planet. I dig it. What do we have? Oh my god, it's a monolith. Class.
20%. 40%. 60%. 80%. All phases complete.
What do we got? Alien location, mantis. Gain knowledge about the universe distribution of this species. Okay. Well, let's GTFO, shall we? Welcome home, everybody. Any aliens? Probably not, because we didn't bring anything back with us.
New materials have been refined.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to assume that this will save if I exit to the main menu. Yeah, continue mission is the option available. All right, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Genesis Alpha 1. It's in early access. It's available on Steam, although this might actually be a GOG Galaxy. Yeah, I think this is on GOG. I got this on GOG. I didn't actually get this on Steam. I got it on GOG. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. And there's a lot in it for an early access game as well. So I highly recommend it. GOG, Steam, and Epic. Nice. Alright, well, there you are, folks. I recommend it. Let me know if you get it. Let me know if you succeed at it, by the way, because I've never beaten it yet. I've never managed to find the Genesis planet. So, yeah, but fun. But a lot of fun. I think we will stream this again in future. We'll continue this run, at least, in future. See how far we can get. But for now, I'm gonna go take a break. I'll be gone for 10, maybe even 15 minutes. I just need to get away from the screen and get out of this hot room, and maybe sit in the garden with a drink for 10 minutes or something. Go to the loo, all that stuff. I advise you guys, frankly, to do exactly the same right now. And if you're watching on YouTube, of course, thank you for tuning in. I'm about to go take a break, and then when I come back from my break, I will be streaming Green Hell, which is a survival game set in the Amazon rainforest, and it's rather good. I quite like it. So join me for that later on if you fancy it, folks. In about, like I said, in about 10 minutes or so. And for those of you watching on YouTube, the VOD for this and Green Hell should both be uploaded on the same day. So if you finish watching this, you can hopefully go and watch Green Hell straight away. So if you want to. Anyway, yeah, stay hydrated indeed. I'm getting kind of thirsty right now. I haven't been drinking enough. So, right, ladies and gentlemen. Davly much. Where's the intermission screen? There it is. There's Chonk Bird in the bottom right. If you're going, folks, toodaloo. I hope I catch you next time. Otherwise, I'll be back in a bit.